Hello everyone, welcome back to Hare over here. I'm Hare, and today we are doing, well, uh, I would be saying opening the pre-release kit for the newest Hobbit set. Not only did I actively uh, open this, but I actually went to the pre-release event. Ooh, yeah, did I say? There it is. I went to an actual pre-release event, and for the first time in since Final Fantasy. And why are you dis? I don't understand my own camera sometimes, but yeah, I went to the event. Um, a ooh, goodness. Um, I actually enjoyed the event quite a bit with it. Overall, I went 1-3. My first match was extremely close. I ended up in an Azorius, yes, an Azorius like aggro mid-rangey deck, with versus a boss deck that was very close. Granted, I think I went 2-0 on that, but it's like I was just like hit, hit, and whack. I was able to just get everything, faced a Jund deck and a straight Golgari deck. Uh, the biggest issues I had in those matches, I just was unable to keep anything. You would in this deck. In, let me go through it in just a moment. Um, those issues, I just wasn't able to keep a creature on the field long enough to make a legitimate difference. Sorry, I'm looking for a few things. I should have actively like sorted some of these before going through. But um, one of the things like what I got in the pack, like the original card was the Bard's Company, which somewhat had me going to it. I kept forgetting the exact wording on uh the Flash in that I thought it's at I think for a moment I thought it was that if Bard Company was out on the field, everything, all other humans got Flash. No, it's if I control a human, Bard Company has Flash. Um, but it's a pretty cool card. Um, and in the pre, I realized that everyone got it, and I was talking to my at the end of one of my matches, my opponent was talking to somebody else, but it's like he was appreciating the Four Seasons planes, and it's like, yeah, I agree. It's like how I wish it, like other cards came in. It's like, yeah, it's like I wish that they did the Four Seasons for other cards, for other lands, but it's like at the same time, it's like, oh yeah, planes makes a little bit of sense for the Four Seasons, but I wish that the other Four Seasons were represented within the set. Um, but like I said, I was doing an Azorius, not Azorius control, but an Azorius, uh, like aggro with some control options. But like the big thing is that I had what really prompted the aggro from it was the aspects. Like I had a fair amount of control aspects to it um, that I enjoyed, such as this guy. But what really turned the deck up for me um, was along with the control elements of I was watching somebody else's videos and they mentioned Set of the Wreckage being in the set. And it's like, oh, and then I bought it as one of my rares. It's like, oh shoot, this is actually pretty cool. Um, so yeah, but what really drove my desires for like an aggro deck within this is I could have included a bit more of an equipment package, but I had like the amount of equipment options I actively had was actually quite good. Um, the Dwarven Matlock just like it, ju +2/+2 and Ward 1, and auto equipped onto any dwarves. There were a number of times that I was like, oh, I just don't have a dwarf out, but I was just like, oh wait, here's a dwarf and auto equipped, and that was great. And the Ward 1 at times was absolutely great. Uh, I had a dwarven short sword. I got two, but I actually took one out for mana. I mostly did this because I had two Mockwood Enforcers because Mockwood Enforcer, this was definitely a big piece of the deck of just enter because I had so many ETB cards in this deck. The double Markwoods just allowed me to like, oh yeah, I cast Markwood, return this thing back to my hand. Uh, Enforcer becomes a 4/3 and oh look, I get to recast this. Um, but yeah, the Dwarven Short Sword, I'm gonna at times I wish I had a synced copy, but um, all it really does is for 4 mana, create a 2/2 dwarf, red dwarf, and auto equipped the short sword, and the equipped creature gets +1/+2, and equipped for 2. So it's good. Uh, played the two well-worn spatulas. That extended a few games out for me and gave me a small life buffer, plus the +1/+1 for one, equipped one. Absolutely amazing. Um, and what really made the entire like equipment package that I was playing walk, um, both of these I really didn't get to play a whole lot, and they actually didn't make a difference, but really made things go off. Um, is Delwyn the Weapon Master and Iron Here's Blacksmith. The Delwyn actually almost won me my fight in game two of match three. I could have played it a little bit differently, and I lost the game because of it. But right at the end of the game, I had got triggered this 3 times, buffed a bunch of my equipment up, and that I had on the field, and I just was like, if I had waited a turn, re-equipped, and I would have been able to just like, oh yeah, and I swing and I get out of here. Ian here's blacksmith. I unfortunately didn't get the token for it, but all it really does is create an a colorless equipment artifact token named Axe. The if creature gets +1/+0 and equipped for 2, and it's a double striking 1/1. Um, so it's basically a fencing ace for one more mana that comes with an equipment. Um, yeah, it's an uncommon, but I have to say I think both dwarves is a thing, but if you're in white anything, you're probably able to play an equipment package. Most of the deck was pretty good overall. I enjoyed it. Clearly the Azorius had a if you draw a single card, you win. Was the recruit that was it? Azorius was had the recruit mechanic behind it. At first, I was unsure how I would feel about it. I somewhat enjoyed it, but I'm still a little unsure about it. Um, I'm one, but I think it's also in the Azorius that just had the natural if you would draw a card, uh, also has the if this is the second time you draw because yeah, because I had a Lake Town toy maker which came in use a few times. I had things like Plunder the Troll House, which might go in my Kami deck, which I'll probably link up there-ish, or down in my if I don't have it, it's linked down below, in which you can also find my Instagram. If you wish to uh my Instagram, if you wish to I've been trying to play around with doing other social medias. Uh, oh yeah, huh, I where are you? Oh, no. Huh. Oh, here it is. I was like, I'm not like this was a outstanding Bilbo lock with his adventure half didn't almost never walk. I never like there was never a moment it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do the Borglos plot, which is exchange two target permanents. There could have been a few moments that I done it, but I only had the one, but it whole the thing about it cannot be blocked, and in this aggro deck, I just was like, I ended up so happy with the fact of what it is. So overall, yeah, that is the deck. Yeah, I didn't go over every single card. Oh, another highlight. This was so useful. Uh, Velvet Wing Butterflies. Tap one or two target creatures, and you get a 2/2 flyer. This in this deck it can be so useful. But yeah, why I went as always, I admittedly I probably didn't go through as heavily into look through my other colors. Looking through now, I might have been able to get away with a few of the other colors, but uh, definitely considering I got two Hobbit holes, which would have allowed me to fix some mana, but along with some getting some of the common, like I got the Lake Town and to help fix mana, but I didn't want to chance myself there. A few of the rares I got like the Chief Warg, Menace, and whenever you attack with a creature with power 4 greater, draw a card and lose a life. Oh, that's an uncommon, but I think the Gruul Owl wolves are definitely a thing that A in limited is going to be a thing, but Gruul is gonna be a thing. But I would want to, upon the unofficial release, I might want to explore the Gruul like blue black or blue black X deck, not blue black, black green Gorgoi in standard, a little bit. Um, in limited, it's gonna make a killing, but like I got Rage into the Valley, which it looked somewhat neat. Two in a black, draw a card, lose a life, and amass two goblins. Is it gonna be worth it? Probably not, but also I love the bear cycle that they did. The little bear, ordinary bear, large bear, gargantuan bear. Yeah, it's an uncommon. That was Rage into the Valley was uh, was is a common, but last light in of dawn's day. A a this was uh is actually an interesting whenever a mountain you control enters, put a quest count on it. If it has six or more quest counters on it, sacrifice it. If you do, uh search your hand and or library for a dragon, put it onto the battlefield. Uh you if you sort your library this way, shuffle uh sh- this way shuffle. Mountain cycling too. I like it. I like it. Um, 2 mana, so early as turn two. Um, it's gonna see might see fringe play, but I like it. That's all I have to say about it. Another wheel was Stone Giant of High Pass. Um, I played against somebody who played it. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, create a 3/1 colorless wall all artifact creature token with defender named Stone Border. 2 and a red, sacrifice an artifact. This creature deals 4 damage to any target. Yeah, a 7/7 for 7 mana. It won't see play. It's cool. I like it. Um, oh, this is another thing I want to. Uh, Berlin Lawmaster. Stoid. I played against somebody who. My first match had somebody who had Stoid, and I think they missed it. If you control 3 or more artifacts, legendaries, and/or sagas, you have enduring stories for the rest of the game. I think they had it and they missed it, and I think a moment too later, it's like, oh wait, they. Nah. Um, but whenever Berlin, another dwarf you control enters, you may discard your hand, draw X cards, where X is the number of cards discarded this way. If you have an enduring story, Balin deals X damage to each opponent. That is an actual cool, like an dwarf tribal deck. That seems Balin seems like pretty cool, and in a dwarvish deck, you'll probably be playing a fair amount of artifacts and whatnot. But I'm a fan of it. Um, again, might not see play, but I think there's still a place somewhere and somebody's gonna love it. Um, L1 Moonreader. Oh, I wanted to play this guy so badly, but um, and looking at it, I really might have should have actually played him. Whenever you activate an ability of a creature, draw a card. Um, I didn't have too many like activated abilities, which probably drew me away. But oh, and this is probably why I did actually play him, because he's a 3 mana 3/3, but for 5 blue exile pretty much flick or something. Uh, okay, sorry, my mic just cut off on me for some reason. Um, but yeah, the flicker something for 7 mana. This is probably why I also didn't do it, and a lot of my deck didn't have too many activated abilities. But oh god, um, there's been so many. The mono blue Installer and the most recent Thassa all have like during your end step, like blink something. Um, if you doing an Elrond deck or a Thassa or a Stola deck in which mono blue like blinking flickering effects, Elrond would be a greater addition. Uh, well, maybe not, but he would definitely have a place in the like in a definitely a bracket two, maybe a bracket three, but definitely like a bracket one or two. Who bl- like blink flicker deck, mono blue flicker deck. Uh, Uncover the Moonlit was really the last rare that I drew in the set. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may draw X cards, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. If you do, discard two cards. Um, Encourages you to play uh, bi- uh, cast big mana spells, draw a bunch of cards, then get rid of these two things I don't need. Um, might see some commander play somewhere, but yeah. Overall, from what I saw from other players, what I saw, I am actually liking the Hobbit set quite a bit. Um, like usual, I usually don't do a deep dive into the set. I've been finding that, yeah, I come across things, but I've been finding that I get a whole lot more enjoyment of this is the first time I'm seeing these cards. So, yeah, as always, folks, I'll catch you around next time. And tell me your thoughts out about the what your thoughts on it, your experience at the pre-releases. I'll see you around, folks.